Hey guys, it's Michelle. I know it's been a little bit since I put out a vlog. Not that anybody watches them anyway, but I just thought, well, I'm a little aggravated today. So I thought that I would get on here and just kind of talk for a few minutes. If anybody actually watches this and wants to put a comment down below, you can do that. Today's vlog isn't about pets or Star Wars or anything to do with my nephews. Today is simply, I'm irritated, I'm aggravated, I have a little bit of cold, and so I'll ask you to excuse the sniffles, the sneezes, the coughs, or anything else that might take place therein. But mostly today, I want to talk about being aggravated because of my job. So I'm just going to put this out there. I was doing really well. I started my job on April the 2nd. I moved up fairly quickly. I work in a call center, so I was able to get off the phones after a while, and they gave me a position as a SME, which is subject matter expert. Basically what that means is that I would walk around and help folks that were on the phone if they needed help trying to figure out something, helping a customer or something to that nature. I would help them go ahead and figure out what they needed to do to resolve whatever the issue was. So I did that for a while, and after a while I was moved up to supervisor, and I was a supervisor for 5 weeks. Well, 5 weeks, at the end of 5 weeks, I was demoted. There was no reason given other than, well, your team is upset with you because you don't do things in a timely manner. So I could give you a whole host of thoughts on that. Basically what I'll say is they promoted me to supervisor, but they didn't give me all the supervisor tools. So there were some things that I wasn't able to do. I'd have to pass up the chain to get done. So when it came to things like fixing people's times, I wasn't able to do that. I didn't have the credentials or the ability to fix their time if it was messed up. So that was pretty much basically the reason I was given. There was no paperwork involved. I never received a coaching. I never received a write-up. There was never anything that I ever did that made me ever come to the conclusion that perhaps I might be demoted. So there was not an opportunity given to fix whatever the problem was. It was just, oh, by the way, you're not a supervisor anymore. And so, excuse me, I'm not going to edit that out just because I asked you guys to excuse me at the very beginning of this video. So anyway, there's that. I was demoted October the 10th, not the best day for me historically, as that's the anniversary of my first husband's death, and I didn't take it very well. I had to come up with a story for my team so that when I came back to work the following, this was on a Friday, and when I came back to work the following Monday, there was an explanation as to why I was their leader, and all of a sudden I was sitting beside them taking phone calls, because they didn't even demote me to this back to the SME position. They demoted me all the way back to the phone. So, long story short, it's been a little over a month now since I was demoted. I was told that it was temporary until they could get me some training. Oh, we did you a disservice by putting you in this position without training you. That's all well and good, but said training never came. I'm still on the phone every day, and I went and applied for several other positions and was offered another position and took the position. Which should start today is November the 6th, and that position starts November the 19th. So now they don't want me to leave. Oh, we can work this out, blah, blah, blah. And I was told today, well, we can put you in a different campaign and blah blah blah, and you will still keep your PTO, you'll still keep all of your benefits, you don't have to start over, because if you go to this other company you'll be starting over. And there are pros and cons. So the pros are I don't lose my insurance, which if I start a new job I have to wait. It would be around March the 1st before I got my insurance back. I wouldn't lose my accrued PTO, and the current job is 3 miles from the house. The cons of going to the new job are this. If I go to the new job, it's about a 30-minute drive each way. And I would start from scratch, and I would have to wait until about March for my benefits to start. So I'm really frustrated. I'm really fed up. This is a very poorly managed company, in my opinion. They do say one thing and do another, historically say one thing and do another. The other company, you know, there's always going to be somebody that complains about this company or that company, but it would be a fresh start to try all over. The pay is exactly the same per hour, and I would have a fresh, clean slate. So this morning it was absolutely no question asked. I was severing ties with my current position and my current company, and now I'm just like, I really don't know what to do. So I guess that's my thought process. If you have any thoughts, any ideas, any advice, I take it all. I take it all. I know it's awfully close to Christmas to be changing jobs, but the way that it would work, I would be ending my job with the current company in the middle of a pay period, and I would get my first paycheck with the new company 2 weeks later. After I got my first paycheck, I would have a partial paycheck because I would be starting in the middle of a pay period. So in essence, I wouldn't lose a paycheck. So I wouldn't have any gaps in my pay, and I would have a partial check from here and a partial check from there, which would make a whole check. So that's not a con at all. I don't know what to do, because I really like a lot of people at this current job, but it's not about being liked or liking someone else. It's about, I feel like I was treated unfairly, and I don't feel like all of the promises that were made are going to be upheld, and I am not really opposed to starting over. If I was, I wouldn't have been out looking for a job to begin with, right? So you guys tell me, what do you think? Because I right now am of two minds about it. So maybe, you guys weigh in or whatever. I might actually be able to figure this out. This one little hair is driving me nuts. So, just some input from somebody else would be, it would be nice. So there's that. It's a short blog today. Other than that, let's see what's going on. Nothing going on the music front. Nothing going on the movie front. Nothing really happening with I got a new truck. So that's one thing. I mean, it's one of the main reasons that I haven't just said, you know what, the heck with it, I quit and walked out. Yeah, I've done that in the past if I have another job that's lined up that I can go to, but this is 2 weeks away. So I can't just say, heck with it, I quit, I still have to pay for a truck, not to mention all the other bills that I have to pay, my rent and lights and water. Oh my gosh, they just keep coming, don't they? Bills just keep coming. Anyway, so yeah, there's that. So that's what's going on. I was just gonna throw it out there and see if you guys had some thoughts about what you would do in my position. I'm not necessarily telling you to tell me what to do. I'm just saying, hey, give me your input. What would you do in this situation? I'm going to weigh everything carefully, but honestly, right now, I'm just so tired. So tired. It doesn't help that I'm super sick. Thank you, husband. But yeah, so there's that. There's that. What else? Oh, I took some cold medicine, so I'm probably going to take a nap. So I'm going to end this here. Just kind of tell me what you think, pros, cons, what you would do in my situation. You know, just if anybody is out there, if anybody cares. I don't know. Alright, thanks. This is Michelle signing off. Till next time.